Pull out your phone right now. Look at it. How much did this actually cost you? Not the sticker price. I mean everything. The monthly payments, the insurance, the case, the accessories. For most people, the answer is somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000. And here is the part that should scare you. In 18 months, this phone will feel old. And you'll start thinking about upgrading again. This is the iPhone trap. And it is not costing you 1,200 every 2 years. Over your lifetime, it is costing you around 175,000 in lost wealth. Today, I am going to show you exactly how this trap works, and why phone payments are designed to keep you broke forever. The genius of phone financing isn't that it makes phones affordable. It is that it makes expensive phones feel effortless. Here is what happens. You are shopping for a new phone. The iPhone 15 Pro is 1,200. If someone asked you to hand over 1,200 in cash right now, your brain would panic. That is rent. That is a vacation. That is serious money. But the salesperson doesn't ask for 1,200. They ask, would you like this for just 50 a month? And suddenly, the decision changes completely. 50 a month doesn't feel significant. It is less than 2 dinners out. It is background noise in your budget. This is called payment framing. And it is psychological manipulation. The real math. 50 per month, 24 months, 1,200. Most plans are zero interest, so you are not paying extra for financing. But that doesn't mean it is free. Every month that 50 leaves your account. You can't invest it. You can't save it. You can't use it for anything else. And you are locked into 24 months that end exactly when the next phone launches. Here is how it is designed. Month 1 to 12, phone feels new. You are happy. Month 13 to 18, new models launch. Your phone starts feeling old. Month 19 to 24, battery isn't great. Camera isn't the best. You want the new one. Month 24, your phone is paid off, finally free. And immediately your carrier offers, trade in your old phone for 300 and get the new one for just 50 month. You just paid 1,200 for a phone. It is now worth 300. You hand it over. Start a new 24-month cycle. You never escape. Let me show you what this trap costs over 40 years. You start at age 25. Every 2 years, you buy 1,200 phone on payments. Trade in for 300. Start again. Net cost per cycle, 900. Phone cycles, over 40 years, 20. Total spent on phones, 18,000. Add accessories. Phone cases, 800. Screen protectors, 800. Insurance at 15 month, 7,200. Chargers and cables, 1,000. Total out of pocket over 40 years, 27,800. Most people see this and think, that is 700 per year. Not terrible. But that is not the real cost. What if you invested that 50 month instead of paying it to a phone company? 50 month in an SP 500 index fund at 8 average annual return. After 10 years, 9,147. After 20 years, 29,451. After 30 years, 74,518. After 40 years, 174,548. The phone payments don't cost 27,800. They cost 174,548 in retirement wealth. That is the real price of always having the latest phone. At 4 withdrawal rate, that 174,548 generates 582 per month in passive income. Forever. You are choosing between the latest iPhone every 2 years, and an extra 582 month for the rest of your life. Most people never see it this way. They just pay 50 and wonder why they can't get ahead. Now let me show you how wealthy people handle phones. People with net worths of 2 million, 5 million, 10 million who could afford any phone without checking their balance. Here is what they do instead. Rich people don't buy the iPhone 15 Pro when it launches for 1,200. They buy the iPhone 14 Pro a year later for 600. Or the iPhone 13 Pro 2 years later for 450. The depreciation reality. Launch, 1,200. Year 1 to 650. Year 2 to 450. Year 3 to 300. The phone loses half its value in year 1, but it doesn't lose half its functionality. An iPhone 13 Pro in 2024 still has an excellent camera, fast performance, years of updates remaining, and all the features 90 of people actually use. You get 90 of the experience for 40 of the cost. Wealthy people never finance phones, because cash forces real evaluation. When you hand over 500 in cash, your brain asks, is this phone worth 500 right now? When you are paying 50 a month, your brain never asks that question. Average person, new phone every 2 years, 20 phones over 40 years. Wealthy person, new phone every 5 years, 8 phones over 40 years. Difference, 12 fewer phones. At 900 net cost per phone, 10,800 saved. Invested at 8 over 40 years, 217,000. Just by keeping phones twice as long, you create an additional 217,000 in wealth. Rich people don't pay 15 months for phone insurance. They keep 500 in savings to cover replacement if needed. Insurance over 5 years, 900. Cost to replace broken phone after 3 years, 400. Self-insurance saves, 500 per cycle. Over 40 years, 4,000 saved. I know what you are thinking. I can't show up to work with a 4-year-old phone. People will judge me. This is the status signal trap. And it is real. Your phone is visible. You pull it out dozens of times a day. People notice. New iPhone 15. They're doing well. iPhone 11. Are they struggling? For people in their 20s and 30s building careers. This social pressure feels massive. But here is what actually happens when you keep your phone longer. Year 1 to 2, no one cares. It is current enough. Year 3, maybe 30 of people notice. Of those 5 judge you. The rest don't care. Year 4 to 5, 50 might notice. But you've saved 2,500 and invested it. Your net worth grew 2,700. You look slightly less successful to broke people. You actually are wealthier. You can look successful to people who are broke, or you can actually be building wealth. Wealthy people choose substance over appearance. Broke people choose appearance over substance. And here is the crazy part. The people you are trying to impress are also broke. They're also making 50-month payments. You are both sacrificing wealth to impress each other. What wealthy people actually think? I am so financially secure. I don't need to prove anything with my phone. I am building real wealth, not maintaining appearances. I am playing a different game than most people. That is why they're wealthy. Phone payments keep you broke because the 50 monthly payment bypasses your brain's evaluation. The upgrade cycle ensures you never stop paying. The opportunity cost is invisible. You never see the 175,000 you are giving up. Social pressure makes it feel necessary when it is optional. The way out. Step 1. Finish paying off your current phone, even if you hate it. Step 2. Keep using it 2 to 3 more years. Replace battery if needed for 89. Step 3. Save that 50 month. Invest it. Step 4. When it actually breaks, buy a 1 to 2 year old flagship for 400 to 600 cash. Step 5. Repeat. Keep investing the difference. This saves you 150,000 to 200,000 over 40 years. That is retiring 3 to 5 years earlier. That is financial security instead of financial stress. That is the difference between knowing you'll be okay and wondering if you'll be okay. That 50 month isn't 50 month. It is 175,000 in lifetime wealth. The newest iPhone isn't making you successful. It is making you look successful while staying broke. Wealthy people don't finance phones. They buy older models in cash and invest the difference. What will you do with this information? If this changed how you see phone payments, subscribe. Most people spend 30,000 on phones over their lifetime and have nothing to show for it. You don't have to be most people. Thanks for watching.